What's up, everybody? I figured I'd start you off with a little OC action. How's it going, John Boy, retired dad, Gail, Roxanne, Betty? Hello, hello. What's up, Alan? Adventures with Roxanne. Hello, Shelly. Hello, hello. We decided to start the live off with OC there. Good Saturday day to you, too, Shelly. What are you doing, Jake? It's actually raining here, so hello, Judy. Hello, hello. Rhonda, how are you? Hope all's well. As people jump on here and hang out. If not, we're going to hang out with everybody that's here. Meryl Lay, Doreen, hello. Happy Saturday. Happy Saturday. Nancy, Terry, hello. Carolyn, hello. Twiggy, what are you doing? Twiggy's walking around. Nicola, what's up? Twister's Music, my man. Christine, hello, hello. Hope all is well. Tracy Lee, put hashtag Team Orange Cat. Tracy, did you see that it started the video? There's Orange Cat right there. Shadow Gray, hello. Cat's Tiny Kitchen. Michelle, Jody, hello, hello. Beth, Joanne. I'll move that so that you can see it better. And I move. See down there. Trish, hey, how's it going? Lisa, good afternoon. Good afternoon. Mike D from Scotland, all the way from Scotland. Worldwide, that's right. Worldwide chat. Worldwide chat. At least I started this one off right this week, you all. Philip, what's up? How about that? The first Saturday live that I didn't have to start 3 times. Maybe we'll actually get a little bit more people on because they won't have to keep chasing my lives down. And then finally, when they find it, it's over. What is up? Lancaster, South Carolina. Viva, hello, Chris. All the way from the UK. Oh, yeah, that was Twisters, wasn't it? That's cool. We can talk about that. There's stuff coming up next week, obviously. I got a call from, or a text from Germany yesterday. But hello, Mike. Bill, what's up? Good to see you. Good to see you. Adventures with Roxanne. Thumbs up. Christine. Fun lake. Yeah, see, I saw you guys talking about that earlier, John Boy. Nice day, you guys going to the lake. It's not. It's going to be raining here all day. Joanne from Ocala. Hello, hello. Hello, Michael. Patricia. Turtle Tortoise. Wet weather in the Netherlands. It's that here today, actually. So the sun was shining. We went grocery shopping. It was raining, and then the sun shining, and then back to rain. So I checked the radar, and it's supposed to be raining all day. But then it'll probably be sunny by the end of this chat. It's Florida. Betty Boop. Hello, hello. So I hope everybody's doing good. I'm just hanging out. Joy's cleaning. Oh, easy, Twiggy. There's Twiggy. She just jumped up there. That's why I didn't use that spot or use the thing today. Norway. We got Norway in the hat. Whoa, the camera's about to fall. It's sunny here in Venice. Oh, Nancy, I'm jealous. Hello, Gail. I'm glad it's nice everywhere for everybody. I mean, again, it's nice here today. It's just raining. I mean, you can look at how you want, right? That's right, Tracy. Milo was out here. All of them are out here earlier, but a little bit's been going inside now a lot more, which is pretty cool. She's been hanging out inside, especially during the rain. So she's been outside for now ever since we moved over here to the RV. It's over a year, and she's been inside cat the whole time. Nuclear heat there, northeast Arkansas. Philip says that's yeah. I wish it was hotter today here. Gate Smasher, oorah, my man. What is up? Good day to you, sir. Winter Haven, Florida in the house. Brenda, how's it going? But yeah, 77 people in chat. We're just hanging out here on Saturday, and I'm watching the rain. Gate Smasher, is it raining down by you today? It's raining here. Raining there, Joan says. Bummer, bummer. Good morning, Lady Tammy. It is morning over there for you, isn't it? Was it 10? No, 9. Yeah, 9 o'clock. Shelly. It doesn't rain here in Indiana. It's missing a good chance. Well, hopefully you get some. Nope, not yet, Chasey Lee. I've been looking, though. Oh, Twisters, you got to go. Twisters, go to Racer TV. I've been watching races all day. Loretta Lynn's. That's how come they're not having it. The Amateur National Championship's been going on like all day, 8 hours a day. I've been watching on my phone. You have to, like, even at the track, I got it on. So go to Racer TV, Loretta Lynn's live. It's on YouTube, the Racer TV. But all the classes, so the races at the racetrack, you have all the little guys and big guys in there, and it's been raining and muddy, and so it's been chaotic. But it's been fun. I've been watching today all day. Well, not all day. You can't watch it all day, but you can if you sit in front of TV. So definitely go to Racer TV, and you will see all the Loretta Lynn's. That's the national championship. I've been there twice. So 77 is sunny in Northern Carolina, in the mountains. Nice. Oh, Christine, yeah, those butterflies were so awesome. Zoe was so brave. She she's not a big fan of bugs like that, and so we was waiting for one to land on her. I was hoping one would land on her, she wouldn't know it, and I could get a picture of it and show it to her later. But none never did. It was close, but she's ducking out of the way and stuff. It's so much fun. If I had time, I do watch some of those, some of the different things from the different sponsors that show the downhill mountain bike races. Mike, those guys are insane. I mean, people think like freestyle motocross guys are insane, which some of the chicks are doing triple flips now, But yeah, some of those things those mountain bike guys go off of, I don't even know. Like you got to go for it. So outside of Jackson, Tennessee, love it. Yeah, it's awesome, Philip. Yeah, so that's the biggest national championship. There's only 42 riders in each class, so there is a cap on the event. You have to qualify throughout the entire year. The next big race will be actually at our facility. The next, what they call the Big Five. That's going to be in November, but we still have a couple more races before then. Can't wait. 2 hours from my house, Philip says, man, well, it's been getting a lot of rain there today. They've had several rain delays. But that's my heart, my passion. So that's where it's like, I'm sure Julie's kind of getting a little annoyed with it, but at the same time, she knows it's just like being at the track watching races that I don't have to sit there and be involved. I can sit there and watch them and enjoy them. But then you do kind of feel lazy. But it's like you're watching dirt bike races. So, hear the thunder, and the thunder rolls. No worries, Cheryl. Appreciate you just stopping by and saying hello. So thanks a lot. Chase Lee, those are actually my granddaughters. Chelsea is Julie and I's daughter. So what's up, Stats? Thumbing it up. What's up, Allison? How are you? Happy Saturday to you. Mike D always wanted to go to Indy 500. Yeah, I've never been to that. We've done a show and it's not the Daytona 500, but it's a race on the Thursday before that. It's called the Dodge Duel Race. I don't know much about NASCAR, but they have 2 races in one day. And there's like 30 minutes in between the first race and second race. And we had to take our ramps, drive them out onto the start-finish line there at Daytona International Speedway, 6-degree angle. Never got to practice or nothing. Just dropped the ramps. Everything's crooked. Didn't plan for it. And was like, uh-oh. And so, but we got it done. That was pretty cool. And the craziest part about the whole here's something funny. Again, this is just talking about some of my history of the riding. So you're in front of, I don't know, 100,000 people at Daytona, right? And so you get done, right? And I'm riding off my bike, waving to the crowd. Oh, no. Actually, my friend drove my bike off for me because I had to drive the truck pulling the ramp. I'm sitting there waving to the people and everything. And I saw my Uncle Terry out of the entire crowd. Like, I was like, Uncle Terry! It was the craziest thing. Like, how would that even be possible? And I didn't know he was there or anything. I was just driving, waving to the fans. They're all waving and cheering. And it was cool for my buddy on the back on the dirt bike. He's riding like, yeah. But, man, that was a crazy time there. That was a lot of fun. Lots of fun. All right, man. We're almost 100 people already. First 9 minutes in the chat on our Saturday smiles. I am smiling. It is raining, though. And I'm just blabbing. It's really crazy to race about that. Yeah, so I know and that's open wheel racing too, I think, Tracy, which is even more sketchy. I'll tell you, what's fun is when we went go-kart riding with Lauren and Zoe. Lauren is actually a really good driver. And Julie's like the champion, but I did sneak a win in this last time, so I'm the reigning champion right now. But Lauren's actually really good. Good afternoon, Lily. Today is Saturday. Today's matching. Question mark. Is it raining there? Is it raining? Yeah. Oh, Michelle's brother goes to 500 every year. Oh, retired dad. Man, don't you hate? My phone keeps trying to update, but it wants to do it like every other day. And I'm like, I'm tired of it, so I just keep stopping it. Dog corners are so much angled they look. Oh yeah. So speaking of that, so another racetrack we do is Bristol Motor Speedway, and I tell you, that's if you ever been to Bristol Motor Speedway. I got a couple YouTube videos on there going there, but when you come into Bristol and you drop down, it's so steep, it's insane. But I've raced dirt bikes around Bristol Motor Speedway. On the corners, man, it's like you just hold a pen wide open. Ed, my pro bro, he wheelied around the whole entire bottom of the track. We got a lot of history there. We've been doing the shows there for over a decade, but unfortunately, they stopped doing that show. And I've been there a couple of years. So that's right, over 100, Paul. Well, nope, back down. Paul, yeah, that video's pretty. Paul made this. He's messing with some AI stuff, and it's pretty trippy. I probably won't post that. But I'm curious to see where that thing kind of goes with that. It's gonna be interesting. iPad, hope you're doing great. Cheryl, iPad. Yeah, so if somebody's asking about the membership, there's different ways to sign up for it. And don't forget that all the same content. Which, speaking of content, you're gonna get a lot of cool content next week. Backing out of the track, I got the. You'll see what I finished on the track with probably tomorrow's video if I filmed enough. I'll have it in there some, but yeah. So going to be heading over to the schoolhouse on Tuesday, and giving Jeremy a hand with some stuff. So we got some fun videos coming from the schoolhouse with Jeremy and George. That's going to be right around the corner. So everybody, get ready for some more. What the hells are you doing, Willis? With Jeremy, gosh only knows. Maybe we can get that tank. Maybe start looking for a tank. You might already found one. Jumping hills is so much fun with a floor. Absolutely. I'm not a big fan of floors just because I'm used to put my feet down and always run myself over. So, but I think that's why they make the Nerf bars. So what's up, everybody? I don't know what I'm doing other than just hanging out and talking for an hour straight. I'm just answering questions, showing my cats. Oh, where'd one chat go? Oh, there he is. He's still down there. Yeah. So here, he's watching the birds out there. He's waiting for a squirrel. Which way? That way. So go slow with it. Go slow with it. Melt the cheese across the kitchen. Oh, that's a bummer, Jody. Well, if you had floors, Joyce put some on the floor. I'll just eat it on the floor because it's what are you doing on chat? Oh, now he's over there by the towel. Scared him. Show more orange cat chase, he says. So, man, that's such a bummer, Jody. Are you still working on or have you finished? No, actually, it's grown up so much. I've been out the track a lot. Obviously, there's been a lot of stuff going on there, but I got that whole staging area done and complete. And Paul's back, so he'll be jumping on the other maintenance. But I'll get back out there here after a while. And but next week's gonna be some what the hell's videos we're gonna be doing next week. And it's just been raining so much today. I don't know. Stats wants to aim to tank third. Well, now he's wanting the side. Look at him. And again, this is why it's titled Hanging Out with OC. Orange cat. Orange cat. Orange cat. He's ignoring me. He's like, I don't see it because I don't have an eye on the side of my head. No, John Boy. So yeah, so the storage units, I've been looking every day on the online auctions. And what happens, what I've seen so far is like once you look through them, you got to wait till like the next few days they come up, because there was one I seen in Ocala that was like at 210, but I forgot to check in on it when I was out at the track. And my goal is to go for the biggest packed unit I can find, because a lot of people, I'm fortunate enough to have a big trailer. that I can use to tow it all out. And I'm fortunate enough to have a place to stay to store it there at the schoolhouse. So that's my goal, to buy like in that one. But then I'm learning like with Jeremy's video with the getting scammed. If you guys didn't see that with the container, how the guy set it all up and how he tried to auction the stuff off, and then it basically turns into stuff that's no good, and then he puts it out there in the unit, makes it look like it's a unit. So that's funny how that guy just jumped right up with, oh, we'll give you your money back. And the Ducks are doing good. Actually, I'll be seeing them next week. Deanna's been taking care of the Ducks. Flippin's been taking care of the Ducks. So, but I'll see them next week. And but yeah, the craziness of people, and that's where he's probably already been a viewer of What the Hells, because the fact of he was like, or he started watching What the Hells after the fact, and knew that once he did the dirty, he was going to be exposed, and like, I'm sure you could probably lose your license if you go doing stuff like that. I mean, and it was cool that Jeremy got back the money from the other guy too. So that was pretty cool. Yeah, Jeremy got a little hot, didn't he? That was funny. Next time I get to put maybe I'll save that for a video when he gets down. Yeah, so that's what's so cool about it. Oh, Chris, they did, man. It was a good time. It was a really good time at the museum. I tell you, you could be there all day. Literally, we didn't get there till, and then we had to drop the girls off to Chelsea's. But we did go to the art gallery and look in the art gallery. I don't know if I filmed any of that. I don't think I filmed any of that though. And then the flower garden, I didn't film any of that either. The flowers were they were it was under construction, so they weren't there. But stats with Dog 99 Super Chat. We're doing wind chimes today because I don't want to scare Orange Cat. Orange Cat's back underneath down there. Appreciate that, Stats. Yeah, so it is. You could literally spend all day there because there's so much information, more information you could read, and that's what somebody asked in the comments about that. Is that's something that you could come to if you wanted to rent the RV? That's a place you could go and see, and there's so much more there that you could actually learn. I'm just like, I want to go there again and just not necessarily film, but actually educate myself some more. Yeah, I bet for sure, Twisters. Well, on top of that, well, like Jeremy said in the video, the fact of, he's fortunate up and has been able to put himself in a position where it isn't as detrimental to him as some people. It is some people. John Boy with a $2 super chat. Appreciate that, John Boy. But that's where, like Jeremy said, the point being is like, what about all the other people? Like, for example, myself, like when I go all in on a unit, you know what I mean? If I, put say $500 in on a unit, you know what I mean? That's a lot of money to me, just to go in on something, and then next thing you know, kind of find out it was all a staged unit, and you really ain't getting nothing for none of it. Oh, it's not very far. The longest job I've done, Philip, was like 120 feet, 125 feet maybe. That was way back in the day. Yeah, I could. That was back in the crazy days when you just jump sideways to see how far you could go and land on the other jump sideways. Back before we just kind of when freestyle was really freestyle, you just didn't know what you were doing. So nowadays it's still freestyle, but it's a lot safer and the guys are a lot more calculated. We were just talking. So no worries, Andy. No worries for being late. No worries at all. So I haven't done the Crystal River manatees, Paul, but that's here. You got me. We were talking about so next Wednesday is the last day of summer for Awesome Hay Beans. Next day is the last day of summer, or next Wednesday is the last day of summer for the girls. So we're wanting to go out with a bang. Boom, boom. There's my man, Sean Goodman's in the house. Hey, Sean, I got your text, but I forgot to call you back. Stats, same thing. I got your text, and I forgot to text you back. You guys know how I am. I'm horrible at all that. Yeah, right. No doubt. Well, that's kind of thing. Okay, for example, the closest I can relate to that is with my shows. That when I go to a show and I travel halfway across the country, spend all this money, you get there, next thing to the guy, you do the show in good faith because that's how I was growing up. Shake a man's hand, firm, look them in the eye, but you know, next thing you know, they don't have money, they can't do this, can't do that, and then you got to pay the other guys, and or you know, and come out of pocket. So yeah, I've lost money and learned in business over the years that you know down payments are very important. That way, if you get there and nothing happens, well, at least you paid for your talent and your expenses, and you didn't just make money. You didn't lose money. You just didn't make money. But yeah, the museum was awesome, cats. I did. It was really good, fun stuff. I enjoyed it. How the families. Oh yeah, so my very first pro contest was with Deegan and Mike. I got the memorabilia. I'm gonna do a memorabilia video one day and take you guys all back through. I did an Instagram story on a long time ago, over several days. But and Sean, I got something I want to call at you about. But I was just talking about it, storage units. But yeah, like, and that was crazy back then because I didn't realize guys had second bikes and they flew because the X Games were going on that weekend prior, and I was like, "There's no way they can get out to here." It was West Virginia, no, West Virginia Beach, maybe not West Virginia Beach. What is that? Myrtle Beach? I don't know, somewhere over there. But yeah, so that was I show up there. I'm like, oh, I'm gonna be the only one here, and it's like cash payout. They pay out all like top 10. Got like 10th place for like $2,000. And I'm like, man, there ain't nobody there. And the next thing you know, little by little, Deegan shows up. And Mike Jones shows up, Clifford shows up, like all the big top names from California start showing up. He used to say I crashed, broke my ankle on that particular contest. So introduction to my first pro contest in my career. Yes, that'd be cool, Paul. If you guys come on out, how will you resell the content from storage and auction eBay? So the idea is I'm gonna get on the rhythm of doing some auctions start like a little auction, you know what I mean? Just I don't really know, maybe a couple things on a live, but I want to ultimately start a separate live to auction stuff off because that's the idea. But I know there's some things you can't auction. You know, I can't auction off a freaking, you know, if I got like a big dresser, I mean, I guess I could, but you know, you have to be local, or I guess I can bring it to you, depends on where you're at. But you know, I'm just kind of like I'll just take, you know, just things I think are easy to sell or not easy to sell, but easy to, you know, ship. And then I would see what happens. I guess I don't know. Guapo does it, Rob does it, Jeremy does it, Conky does it. I'm sure, you know, there's a way to do it. Obviously, they'll do it. I'm sorry, man. It's getting a little blurry. Scoot up a little bit. Maybe I should put my glasses. Never mind. I said that's the problem. I've been on my woman watching the races all day, every day. Not all day, every day again, but as much as I can. This one eye's blurry. There we go. What do we got? 112 people in there, sweet. Over 100 people hanging out on Saturday. Hope everybody's having a good Saturday, and yeah, enjoying your day. So yeah, definitely stats. Post them up there. There you go. There's some Manatee shorts and stats I'll post from some of their adventures. But yeah, Sean, like I was just saying before you jumped on, I was talking about storage units, and my goal is to go for like a big one. But you know, like, so if you see me down there that you know that you don't necessarily like, there's a lot of stuff there, you don't have, you know, room there down there, let me know, because maybe you know, that's what you do. You do that pretty good as well. So obviously, Sean scored on a unit the other day. I'll let you tell him if you want, Sean. I'm sitting in the middle of lake fishing and watching the live. Dude, that's the best life ever, Chris. That's probably the coolest comment. Oh man, that's sweet. You ever driven a monster truck? I have, but I didn't get to drive it like I wanted. I'll tell you that story. It was in Puerto Rico, I think. Oh yeah, whipping is fun. Nowadays the guys are scrubbing. It's crazy. Yeah, so I got to driven. What was the name of that? Martial Law was the name of it. It was in Puerto Rico. Unfortunately, I just got to drive it over to the trailer and park it. There was a point in time where when I worked for Monster Jam, they were discussing putting me in the truck metal militia. Or no, what was it at the time? Mohawk Warrior. I don't know. It was one of them. because of the dirt bike background. But then they started changing and just wanting younger kids that they could. Oh, look, there's Orange Cat. This little shot of them. But they're wanting younger kids so they could just bring up a groom, because the older guys kind of, do things their own way. Younger kids kind of are developed. Happy Saturday to you, Miss May. Good to see you. Good to see you. Yeah, so the manatees should, well, I guess come wintertime they'll be hitting the springs. That's another crazy thing. Is like wintertime, I only have to go do that. Go to the springs. Like, go to get in the springs now, and right on. I guess that's tonight, Sean. But yeah, you get in the springs now. It's like, oh, it's cold. But then in the wintertime, you get in, it's like it's warm. When you get out, you're cold. Yeah, that was Orange Cat. He's down there. That's why I was hanging out. Like, he's usually here. Taking a bath now. Yeah, so check out the units Sean scored. See, and these are some of the things that I'm excited about getting into the units and doing. You got a 2001 Suzuki Hayabusa. Send me a picture of it. It was completely dusty. So, I imagine once it cleaned up, it was good. But got the unit for $2,200. Sold the bike 2 hours later for $5,700. Bam, like that. All Sean I do is take it to him. So, yeah, that was pretty cool. Found the box after my mom and dad passed like 4 o'clock. Oh, so Michelle, that would be Conky. Get hold of Conky. He would know all about him. Sure, he'd love to purchase them from him. I don't know if he would or wouldn't, but I mean, Conky's the one that's into the cars, Matchbox cars. The old Conkinator. It's the same day. This like it was half mealtime at Grill. Well, no, it wasn't. It was wet, but it stopped. It started raining after the fact, but it was kind of like damp morning. Hey, Susan, what's up? John Boy, have a good time, my man. Appreciate you hanging out. It's cool. But you can still look. It's already been proven. You can hang out in the lake and watch the live. Oh, you know what's cool too? I met a viewer today at Walmart. Me and Julia were shopping this morning, and oh, I can't remember his name. Just I couldn't remember the name who just mentioned in the lake. But he's like, hey, I know you. And then he's like, I know you too. Pointed to Julia. And then he come up and introduced himself. And then we started chatting. We have a mutual friend, Jean. Jean, so if you're watching, she works on Saturday. She's the one you guys see in the video. She's the one that works at, puts all the chips out at Walmart. Doesn't work at Walmart, works at Walmart. So she's cool. Yeah. Yeah, so that's it. Sean's not really into that stat, so he's not doing the YouTube. He'll be on my videos because he has no choice. So I'm gonna film him when he comes around. He has no choice when he gets around me. But yeah. So there is if you guys want to come rent that RV pretty soon. Well, it's up for rent. I have no hits on it. So all you can do is try, right? Just like at the races. The races are so muddy right now. It's crazy. I can't wait to go back and watch them. But right now, it's a rainy day for us. Can you hear the rain? Can you hear the rain? Dun, 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 dun. Yep. So yeah, there's if you want to do a membership, again, that's to get the little emoji. We got this second emoji JK made. It's JK made both. I got a couple now that Paul made, and I have to put them on there. Yossi wants to make one. I get a picture of Yossi, but and I'm not sure it works just yet, but it works on I can see it and it like flickers. And look at all these cuts on my hand. All there. Well, I guess I've talked everybody to sleep. The chat stopped or it froze. Yeah, Conky is the one who loves the cars. It is Conky. That's cool, Jody. Yeah, I don't know. Chat is disabled. I'm disabled, Sean. Appreciate your stats gift in the membership. Again, those memberships are to get the little emojis. I don't have time to film additional content, so it's that's not how it works with this channel. So don't feel as if you're getting left out. Neither should you feel if you're getting left out on other channels either. It's just that that's the way they have theirs set up, and this is the way I got mine set up. But you get an emoji. You get a worse emoji, a thumbnail or a badge, whatever you call it, than what you can get for free. So I don't blame you if something. It's all good. It's just some people ask too how to support the channel. This is ways just like the super chats or the super stickers. So, but again, we just hang out and try to make people laugh. Well, I don't know. So I got another ant bite from picking up wood at the track. Yeah, next week, Jeremy's going to be got a video coming that it's going to be fun. I don't even know exactly. Well, I do know I'm not going to say it just yet because I'll just let it build. I'm gonna let the anticipation build. And then you guys will get to see some fun next week. I'm sure it's gonna be a lot of good times. So they're coming back for the meeting. Conker makes old cars beautifully. Yeah, so I'm guessing he does that. Maybe he does restore them. That's his hobby. It's like my hobby is like the motocross. I mean, everybody has their hobby. I want to get back into racing. I'm gonna try to get a sponsor. My freestyle bike's not made for racing, but I want to get like a 4-stroke, start riding the track. I'm gonna talk to the owner of the track. He's on vacation right now. He gets back next week, and I want to speak to him about see if he actually owned. He might still own a whole dirt bike dealership. Chase, leave a $2 super chat for Orange Cat. There, we'll give you a little Orange Cat action down there. How's that? Thank you, Tracy Lee. From our Orange Cat to ours. Yeah, Gene, you're right. It does cool it down a little bit, for sure. But I can't do nothing. It's like I wanted to mow the yard today. The yard needs to get mowed. Can't do that. The grass is gonna be too wet to mow it. And it's supposed to be raining all day here. At least that's what the radar showed, but then it changes. So how you doing, Gene? Does anybody know that theme song? Yes, I am going to do more. See, I think I have them backwards. And I'm horrible at the YouTube stuff, behind the scenes stuff. I still got to put my description in my description. The second month is like a dirt bike picture flipping. And then third month is we have orange. Paul made some Orange Cat ones. And I think they're like more to proportion. Like the little red squares right now, those are supposed to be emojis, not badges. And I got them uploaded as badges, so I need to switch those. And then once I do that, I think it will be better and bigger. That's right, Green Acres. Joanne. Philip, were you trying to say it and then you missed it? But yeah. Angela. Oh, Angela got it. Green Acres. Wind's picking up here. Had to pull in the awning. Yeah. Yeah, so they had some bad storms coming in at the races for sure. I wonder if they started back up. Yeah, it's that call everybody, tell they on the PA speakers have to tell everybody, and say, hey, if your neighbors, I appreciate that, Gene. Thank you so much. To see if hey, your neighbor might be out racing and staging, and if they've got to easy up out. That's cool thing about the motocross community. They'll go over there and help pull all their stuff down and make sure that it's fastened and secured, because of the fact that those easy ups are $1,200, $1,500. Those are the ones they get, and they got all the cool racing things on them. Not just the blue one you get from Walmart like I got. But yeah. What's up, River Rat? How's it going? So I want to eventually I want to do theme it all out, my whole motocross out, because I want to get back into it, which is really cool, man. I was a little pumped for my buddy Brad Riddle. He's a guy, old racer, got out of race for a long time, got back into racing here this year, went to Loretta's, was in the top 10 the first moto. Second moto, I'm not sure what got. Third moto, he's out there and he passed Mike Brown, which he can't be beaten. This is a plus 40 class. I beat in the plus 45 class. But then his chain came off his bike. Now, I was so bummed for him because he had just got back on a bike after being off the bike for like 6 years. But he was fast back in the day. And you get the right bike, you get moving, and especially right conditions. It was all muddy. He was smoking. So I was pretty pumped for him, but I was kind of bummed out. And Mike Brown, his bike blew up. So the championship went out the window for him. It was it's been wild. Yeah, they're still they're loading the gate. So yeah, Gene, I really do appreciate you. Sitting eating overstuffed ravioli because I'm a big old kid. Philip, that's funny. Oh, so the turtle tortoise, you're talking about that? Come listen to this, and it's going to be coming out. My ears are ringing really bad right now. Sweating, finish wearing the glue, clinking the underwater out of my. Yeah, is it raining there? But yeah, so it's a sea biscuit. Come to find out, and I don't think it'll be in my videos. I'll try and put together for tomorrow. But I found one of those. Have you guys seen it in the video? Did I show it in the video? But I gave it to Paul. Come to find out, it's an artifact. I've seen them out there before. I've seen other things I've seen in that museum that are artifacts. And then when I get there and I start talking to Tim about it, he's like, "Oh, on the back corner over there, where I'll take you guys and show you on the other side of the fence. The University of Florida just released that area back to, I guess, the quarry because they had found a dinosaur over there. So I was gonna look into that more and find out like what kind of dinosaur it was or what prehistoric thing they found over there and when it was and all that stuff. But yeah, like so right there, basically on property. I mean, it's part of the rock quarry lease. On the other side of the track line, there was a freaking dinosaur fossil, something or another. So that's what's so cool about the museum, man. You find out like they found this big elephant tusk thing or whatever it's called up in the rivers, up in Aquawilla. I think that's how you say it. They found, it's just crazy to think of all the cool stuff it's, surf has. Search for Sean Gilman at Disney's. Look that does magic. Oh yeah, Sean don't do videos. He's not really doing videos. He's had a few videos out there, but he's not really into showing his auctions and stuff. But if you want to see that, go obviously What the Hells. And you got Guapo and Jeremy and Rob with Second Sense. All those guys actually do it and make money out of it. That's ultimately what I'm gonna do. I want to do with it is start a secondary source of income. So that's the goal, and having fun with the storage units, the treasure hunt. That's the whole idea behind it. It will come eventually, and I will enjoy it. But right now, it's just going to be the ones online. And then if Jeremy's in town, if some pop up, maybe hit some with him. He knows a lot more. I'm just using storage treasures. Like Storage Treasures is one of the sites. There's a few other ones I go to, but like I said, once you looked at them all, you got to wait till the ones that are interesting get close to, like, you can snipe on the bids. What I'm guessing, you got to wait till it's like the last hour, then remember to watch it until it gets down, and then throw the bid in, just like they do on the lives. So, or the auctions on the lives. That's basically what I'm trying to find, one that is advertising to me like that. So that's the goal. And it will happen. It will definitely happen. I just, like I said, the one that I saw that was really good, man, I totally forgot about it because I'm not used to it, and I was out there working on that area, the staging section. So I am. It's 95 here right now. It's supposed to go up to 107 later. I don't know what the temperature is here. It's my phone saying 79 degrees and raining and cloudy. It is a nice cool off, but just sit here in the rain. Ooh. I guess one good thing about it is the races are on, so I get to watch races all day. And it's not just like Supercross for like 4 hours. It's like 9 hours. Yeah, that's right, Tracy. It will take time, and having to, Jeremy to help guide me. Obviously, I consult with him just like I did with that one unit. I consulted with him, and just having him and Sean as well. Sean buys units. That's what he does for a living. But having people like that, I can definitely get some other advice and talk to them. Oh, it's awesome, Lady Tammy. I so appreciate that. Is this a pair of them? No, this isn't a pair of them. This is a pair that I still, believe it or not, as soon as you sent those, I still got. These are the 150s that I didn't even have to break into those ones yet, actually. So they're in my truck. But I think maybe I did use one. Maybe I did get into one. I'm not sure, but yeah, it's cool. It's definitely working out better. But that's where it's over time. It's like I can see it pretty clear right now from here. But I'm gonna get that surgery one day, and I'll be able to see clear again. Hopefully. But I can't even see myself clear. Is that good? My dad always said that. He's like, not so long ago I was over there, and the Cummins, I have a big old C in the back of my truck for Cummins, and it's literally about that big. And he's like, "That's all blurry." He's like, "I can't even see that." And as I know, he's like, "I know it's a C. I know it's a C, but it's all blurry." So let me ask you this: could you actually rub the prescription off over time, or rub it like blurry just by continuously cleaning them on these cheap glasses, on the cheap like Walmart? These are like the Walmart ones I got. And the lady Tammy sent a box of them. But I just wait for scratches usually. When they start getting scratchy. Man, I'm glad everybody's as bored as I am today with this rain and hanging out with me, because you just know it's like, man. At least Joy gets it clean, right? Joy gets it clean. Tweety gets to sleep. Tweety's sleeping right there. Orange spot. So the cats are hanging, and so the storm is in Crystal River right now. Did I see Chuck being there earlier? Chuck, I thought I seen him chime in. What's up, man? I just thought that's Crystal River. That's what I think of you. Donna, hello. Hello. Yep, that is orange cat and his little perch. Oh, nice, Caleb. That's what's up. What kind of truck did you get? Tell me a Cummins, an older one, 2008 or less. Yeah, I don't know, Paul. I do not know. Ram 34,000 miles. Nice. Yeah, Tracy, that's cool. Yeah, he's pretty cool, dude. For sure. Oh, sure. Holding on to 100 people. Appreciate it again. 100 people in there on their Saturday hanging out. I know if it's nice out, I'd be out. No stuff not hanging out with me. So, yeah, Paul, I do not. Like sometimes my father-in-law, he's big into football. I guess not big, but he watches it. College more so than pros, I think. And like you root for the Gators just because they're the local team. And I think actually this year, one of the kids who graduated from Trenton is playing the Gators. I think so. That would be a reason, but again, time is limited with a lot of my life, and so therefore, I'll watch some dirt bike races when I can. But sometimes I can't do that. What'd you get amazing? Oh, in the truck? What I like to find? I like to find old 24 valve, 4-wheel drive, freaking, what'd that be? Maybe like a 2000, no, 99, 98. I have one and I sold it. Worst decision ever. I didn't really understand how awesome Cummins were at the time. It was the first one I ever bought. And man, I bought a champion. I sold it. I had a 4-wheel drive, didn't realize it, and I was turning the corner and I was shaking real bad. And I didn't realize the 4-wheel drive was grabbing. And then freaking, so I was like, oh, something's going wrong with it. So I went and traded in. And I got another brand new Cummins in, which is great. That was a 2006. It's pre-emissions, all that stuff. So it was a rock star. Then I traded that in for a Cummins pusher bus that I had. So that got crashed. And then I went and bought another Cummins, which is the one I got now. Yeah, the Orange Cat Club is going to be the What You Do at Orange Cat channel, Tracy. Yeah, I haven't got it that. Yeah, we haven't got that far yet. Lady Tammy. Julia found some she liked, but she found them online, I think, or maybe she found it at Home Depot. I forget either way, but we hadn't got there yet. We'll eventually get to it. I see them for 100,000, Lisa. And on top of that, though, they're all choked up. What's up, Bellin? Howdy doody. Yeah, the new diesel trucks, that's a problem with them, man. They're all like, got all the emissions on them. They have problems with there's a lot of people buy those new diesels and they're having problems with them right away. Now, if you have the money and you don't care about the warranty, there's obviously things you can do to them to tune them right up. But that's if you don't want to deal with the warranty. The deer came in front of the house. Yelled at me this morning. That was before you go, they blow at you, Rhonda? That's what they do. Right on, Kel. Florida is an awesome place. So I like it. I love it. I want some more of it. I'm not gonna go nowhere. I'm not gonna move. I'm not gonna move from Florida, that's for sure. But I would like to eventually buy some property in Tennessee. Obviously, I gotta buy property here first. Yeah, I'm thinking really big picture. I like to have a little place on top of the mountain. So that'd be kind of cool too. A little retreat. My first vehicle was a Dodge Dakota. Yeah, I know. So my first vehicle, it was a 1982 Toyota 4-wheel drive. That was my first car. But the first vehicle I ever had was a 1982 22R Toyota 4-wheel drive stick shift. Gosh, man, if I had those two trucks still, they'd still be running. And those two vehicles were awesome. And I sold it for like a car that they're gonna make, the Nissan Pulsar, which I wish I had that car still because they're probably pretty cool now to have because they don't make them no more. Yeah, Kale, that's for sure. Again, if you get you one, man, the only thing I can suggest is you look for those Cummins that say Grandpa had when he bought new and then had passed away and went up in a wheel or whatever for sale. However, it has like 30,000 miles on it. I mean, if you have one of those older Cummins, 125,000 miles is nothing. Like I'd buy one in a heartbeat with 125,000 miles on it, just because of those trucks. Which I gotta do a whole change, a whole tune-up on mine. Find out that squeak, which I did get the part. So, mine was 1958 black convertible Ford. Nice, Ellen. You should get a water. Okay. So what I've done is I've taken like what is it? It's a drain. It's a drain to reroute water, just to keep the water from splashing. Right there. I got a zip tie. I got a zip tie because otherwise it just splashes down there. So I just basically zip tied up there for now because I had that at the shed. So I was like, oh, I'm just gonna go ahead and do this for a gutter. And so I've just been like that until I get the rain chains. Eventually I'll get there. Don't worry. Don't worry, all. Gene, 64 Pontiac. Oh, look. Ta-da! Hi, everybody. My name is Orange Cat. And I can do whatever I want around here. My mom says so. Until my dad has me. When my dad has me, I look like this. I know that I'm stuck. He's begging for mom to come out and help him right now, but he can't do nothing. Come on, buddy. All right. Cool. But he's bored too. He's like, man, I'll go out there and chase stuff around, but I can't. It's all raining. Ford Fairlane in the 70s. Let's go try to get it. Yeah, I guess the roads were narrow back then. A lot narrow nowadays. Well, depends on some roads around here are pretty narrow. Depends on where you're at. Yeah, Karen, it was awesome. We went into the art museum. Did I have any? I don't think I put any of the art museum on video. We went to the art museum after that. They were still open for like 30 more minutes. And art's weird. I mean, it's cool, but some of it's weird. I just gotta say, but it's very unique. And some is like really cool. Some is like, wow, how do they even think of that? How do they do that? And others like strange. So, just my opinion. 104 people in there. Cheers, everybody. With my what you doing, Willis water. Sometimes that's right, though. Yeah, I threw the corn out. The squirrel's been eating the corn up big time. Look, they see they ate a. Well, actually, the deer ate a whole little round spot there, and then the bird's been like doing a dirt bath there, and the squirrel's been eating up a lot of the corn too. I wish the deer come out there and lie. It'd be cool. Be right there. Tired dad sipping the old Pepsi. Yep, sirens. No, I don't want to do that, Paul. Not right now. I'm gonna hold up on that right now, actually. (1965) turquoise Chevy Impala. Oh, Impala. I remember those in the old 90s gangster rap movies. Dr. Dre. Rolling down the street in my 6'4". It's I'm going Dr. Dre. Orange hat, he's thinking the back of his leg right now. Imagine if you just stick the back of your leg up, lick your thigh to clean yourself. I mean, that's what they do. You're not going up there, no. He's just sitting on his legs straight up and down there. See you, Cheryl. Have a great day at work. Remember, it's fun. You get to work. You know, you don't have to work or got to go to work. You get to work. That's the way you look at it. You get to do stuff. Rhonda, you live in town? Where, in Trenton? Must be talking to somebody else. You missed the night to see Steve White and Pala. Yeah, isn't that? It's always a bummer. You wish you go back to find those old cars you had. Like there's, yeah. I mean, I don't have it. Like 3 cars. You know which one I missed is the one my mom gave me, the Buick Century, boy. That was they called it the Hoopty Mobile. The blue suede seats, man. That thing. You had the power windows. You cruise around that thing. That was cool. That's what I did when I did the filming for Jackass TV. I did an episode for Jackass on MTV back in the day. It was me, Steve-O, Bam Margera, and Preston, and somebody else. Knoxville was there, but he wasn't in the car. But when we got done filming with the Chili's, we were all just riding in the old hoopty. It was fun. Oh, Caleb. So yeah, man, it is a bummer. I haven't been there in a while. It's kind of a bummer. Yeah, Andrew Dice Clay, boy, ain't nobody. Man, me and Julie watched some of his videos, laugh so hard. He couldn't be nowhere nowadays with the way this society is. But yeah, takes a cigarette, takes a hit off of it. And he's funny. I got a video. I broke my ankle in Bristol one time. So on video, somebody recorded it, and I overjumped the jump. There's flat concrete. Bam! I hit the handbar. Bam! I didn't crash, but I was like kind of woozy. So I go and I turn around. I come back. I go to the microphone because I knew right then my ankle's broke. So I get a microphone, and I even hear it tell crowd. I've done it several times. All right, folks, my ankle's broken. We're going to have to go ahead and continue on with the show. And I sat there and just announced the rest of the show, and the guys wrote it out. But yeah, I found it on video. It's on YouTube somewhere. I probably couldn't find it now, but yeah, it's like the whole set of us jumping, and you have to scroll through it. So it was like my 4th or 5th jump. But man, back in the day before you had the airbags. My dad's dream car was a 1967 Stingray. Yeah, I'm not really big into nice cars because I can't keep them nice. I'm just an old redneck from the woods and drive down dirt roads and hit big potholes and do trails with trees that brush the sides of your car. And I mean, I don't want to beat them up, but at the same time, I'll give you the story. Okay, wow, it's only 55 minutes now. I just went blah, 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 blah. But the truck I have right now, when I first got it brand new, I think it was over $50,000 when I financed it. Paid over $100,000 when it was all said and done, obviously with financing stuff, I'm sure. But when I first got it, I got it for a tool. All my trucks are tools. And, for pulling back then, you had a big giant metal steel landing ramp you pulled around 12, 15,000 pounds. And so that's what it was. So pulling it around, and but we did a show, and it was muddy inside the arena one time. And pulling it in. Yeah, Sam Kinnison too. Jump out, feet get all muddy, and you have no choice. You have to get back in the truck, and you have to get the equipment back off the floor, and you have to get in it with your dirty shoes, and it's like from that point on, I was like, I try to keep as nice as I can in the situation, but it was like when you're out there doing shows because you're on the floor, off the floor, not as quick as the Daytona show, but you have to get on and off pretty quick. So it's that's just like yeah. And I remember the first ding I got into it, I was at a show and I opened the door right into the corner of a trailer on Gooseneck. It's still there. It's a round, perfectly dinged. I can look at it right now. Remember that. Stories for eons from shows. Right on, Tim. You're not jumping up there. Twiggy's up there. Oh. What the law? The title is me and you are hanging out today. You got to stay around. You bailed on me last week. Look at him. Look at him. Look at him. Look at him. There you go. The infamous one eye. All right. See you, Joan. Appreciate you. Guys, back down there. All right, man. So, yeah, we're winding the chat down. Caleb, I didn't realize that was you, Caleb. Caleb, man. Okay, so Caleb in the chat, everybody. He's a close personal family friend now, but he came up to one of our shows. How old were you, Caleb? Like 10. I got a picture of me and him. I seen it on my Instagram way back. He's this little kid. And now he's like 21. We still keep in contact. His family, Vance and Vicky. I mean, they're great people. Anytime we go to Bristol. Dude, I didn't realize that was you, man. I'm an idiot. Should have texted me. It's like, hey, you realize that's me, right? But, yeah, so we've kept in touch over the years. I got some other friends that were fans of my shows back, just little kids chasing dreams as whatever they were going for. Just, they were just fans of the show and the ride, and I kept in contact with them. But, dude, yeah, so that's awesome, man. You got to get that Cummins for sure. But Caleb's a grown man now, and it's pretty cool still to be in contact. Ellen with a $10 super chat. Thank you, Ellen, for doing the win times. Because we don't want to scare Orange Cat today. Again, he went back down there. So, but yeah, that's pretty cool, Caleb, man. Glad you hung out. Tell mom and dad I said what's up. But yeah, wasn't that a rental car too, or was that y'all's car? And what didn't we fix it? Didn't he fix it that night, Caleb? Well, my next big project's gonna be next week with Jeremy. We got some stuff we're doing there that I'll be filming. It's going to be entertaining, I'm sure, because you never know what's going to happen when Jeremy and I get together. So Tuesday, the video will come out Wednesday. I'll be over there Tuesday filming. So yeah, should be a good time. It's gonna be lots of fun, and hopefully you get to see Brian. Possibility Brian might be around, and so it should be a good time. And some more shenanigans at the What the Hell Schoolhouse. You never know. Maybe a locker might pop up next week. Who knows? Maybe a storage unit that we could go to might pop up. So because next week's kind of doing some stuff with Jeremy. Wednesday we got the girls. Hopefully, and that's what happened last time. Units popped up on the day we had the girls. But so Wednesday's gonna be fun with the girls, and then so Thursday, Friday's kind of up in the air. So we'll see what happens. What goes on. Just kind of one day at a time. Oh yeah, the ducks. Well, that's just. I'm not gonna. Again, I'm not gonna. The ducks are fine. If Flippin wanted to put them on her channel, she's more than welcome to. But she basically she takes care. She's the ultimate duck keeper. So you won't see no more with me and the ducks. I was just a duck keeper while the babies were there and while all that happened. That's why I was that. But so there's really you won't see much from the ducks from me anymore because I won't be doing that. I mean, I'll be taking care of the what do you call it? The ranch. Still take care of the ranch, but at the same time, there's only so much I can do showing the same thing. Because even Julie was like, sometimes in my videos, like I do. Well, it's just again, it's just my life, and so therefore that's what I was doing. I was watching the ducks at the time, so I was making projects, having fun with it. But hey, Sue, glad you could jump on. I don't know where Julie is at right now. I don't know what to do other than sit here in this rain and talk to you guys. But I hopefully should be done soon. I can mop. I gotta finish washing the cat box. And this is my life when you live with a very routine person. It's like every Saturday, house gets clean by the queen. She actually had to do the windows today, so she lifted up the blinds and did all that. So maybe it's taking a little longer. But yeah, so again, like I said, next week you never know what's going to happen. I do know what's happening Tuesday, but and you'll see a video on that Wednesday, and lots of fun to come for sure. Dude, I'm telling you, you guys like me and him can't handle days like today. It's like gotta be outside. And stats like me, Gate Smasher, he's like just doing projects or just love the outside, love being outdoors. It's just like so now you're just kind of stuck. I mean, I guess it's maybe a good day to go to a brewery, right? A couple cheers, beers, watch it rain, sit back, get a little food truck action before you take off. Thanks, Tracy. I'm just me. Well, it's funny because like I said earlier, we met a viewer at Walmart today, and I'm so bad with names, but I forgot his name already. But he's been to some of the meetings, Otter Creek, but we talked a little bit for a little while stuff. It was good. It was cool. I'm sure he's driving you crazy, huh, Stats? Sorry, I was rubbing my feet. They're itching from ant bites. When you do work in sandals, sometimes you get ant bites all over your feet. But yeah, I guess I'm just going to start to say thanks for everybody hanging out. I don't have really nothing else to do right now other than watch the dirt bike racing and wait for her to get done and mop. But I don't want to keep boring you guys and just sitting there. Sweet, Sue. I'm glad. No, that's kind of what my ultimate goal is: change the world one smile at a time. I've always been a guy crazy enough, or they say it takes a person crazy enough to think they can change the world, and I've always been that guy. I've now been blessed, thanks to Jeremy Hills and his idea to start a YouTube channel to be able to do that. I mean, in this chat alone, changing the world all around the world, people from all different countries, and we're making smiles, and that's kind of the goal, the platform, in the sense of where I'm going with it, just by filming myself and being me. And if you like it, some people like it, some people don't like it, and it's all good. I want to start pushing more of my dirt bike stuff because, again, as you all know, that is my passion. Oh, nice, Ellen. But yeah, I want to do some more stuff with it. Get back into seeing. It's cool seeing some of my old, watching the amateur national championship, watching some of the younger kids I see every race we have, and some of the older kids are like Ronnie Renner. He was winning the plus, but he's in my class, so he was winning. But he's former pro, but never got national points, so he can still race in the amateur national championship. But if I'd go there with just like a top 10 goal, but I had first goal would be to qualify. Actually, first goal would be able to get a bike to race. Then after that, I'd start practicing. The good thing about it is I have a little advantage because I can ride the track anytime. So therefore, when the qualifiers come there, I'd have a little bit of an advantage. But ultimately, like they say in the older classes, although I still haven't been out there and raced and thought about it, but there's a little bit more of a camaraderie because we all got to go to work on Monday morning. But I'd never raced that way. I've always raced just sticking and pinning and winning. You know, you got to go for it until you're out of breath or you crash. And that's kind of what I've done. I won several races. I won a lot of races. But man, it was so much fun. And just watching them brings back so many memories. And like they were talking. Now I'm getting a whole other rant now. They're talking about it's not just the results when you go to the Redlands. It's the whole experience of the whole week-long racing and meeting up with different families and other kids that you meet from across the country. And I remember, I don't remember them racing. I remember just like James Stewart said, he don't remember the first year he was there. He was on a 50. He's a little kiddies, but he remembers like playing and building little tracks with his little dirt bikes and stuff. When I was there, I was like 19, so hanging out with kids, staying up late, freaking raising havoc around in the golf carts. Actually, I hung out with Kevin Wyndham that night, and we just hauled butt around in a golf cart, just been teenage boys, teenage dirt bike riders, which are the ones that got to catch now at the track because they're out there doing stuff they're not supposed to, which was stuff I was doing back then. I think a full circle, isn't it? It's funny. Yeah, do it, Caleb. For sure. My man. That's right. Everybody on my channel's family. Appreciate everybody that's here. No, not really, Karen. It's still raining. Pretty good. I mean, yeah, it's fine. It's raining enough. If it's a little, it's funny. Like when it's so hot out, I was telling Julia today when we went to Walmart, it's raining. I was like, man, walking from the car to the door, it was raining, but not hard enough to where literally when it's a hot, humid day, I'd be more wet and drenched in sweat than I would from walking the car to the door of Walmart. That's how much I sweated. Yeah, I ain't got no more, Caleb. I need to make some more. Well, I never made the ones. I think Terrell made those ones. But yeah, I really haven't been focused on the shows. We're actually working on contracts right now for the big Miami show. That'll be coming up again with LFDF TV. I'm working on some things there. I got to call the new Top Sheet. I forgot about that. Man, I need to take notes. So my grandpa always carried a notepad in his pocket. He's like, "That's my memory, son." Put that down. Maybe that's what I got to start doing now that I'm a grandpa. Yeah, he was a little angry, Philip, for sure. I mean, I would be as well. I'm pretty pumped he was able to get his money back, and he was able to get his buddy's money back as well. Which that obviously kind of shows, like, well, that guy's probably guilty of, and he knew he was being exposed. And if you know anything about Germany and you get exposed, that's kind of not a good thing for somebody who does it as a profession. And if you're caught doing something you're not supposed to in a profession, you can get penalized or whatever the case may be. Taking your license away, you want to do that? Yeah, that's not cool. I mean, I'm a big, I don't like people stealing. Like, so here's an example today. Here's some lady walking through Walmart, and she has $5 hanging out her back pocket, like sticking up like that high. I was like, man, you have some money hanging out your pocket. I told you I didn't want to fall out, but people can just pull it right out of their pocket. So like that, I don't like that. We talked about it before, not to be a dead horse, but I couldn't be somewhere where somebody's just stealing a bunch of groceries and just walk out the door and I don't know. So I was talking about that earlier, Sandy. No, not yet. I've been watching. I've been looking every day. But the way it works is after you kind of looked at them all, you got to kind of wait till they get those ones you're looking at kind of get back up to where their days are running out. So I'm learning the process of how it works. I just the one I wanted to try and bid on was at 210. Last I seen it, but it wasn't a manager special, but it was completely packed. It had home front. I mean, you couldn't even see. The whole front was nice. It was all stacked nice and clean. Had all the dressers in it, and it had an Xbox and a bunch of. But there could have been a car behind it. Who knows? But I was working. I forgot to go check on it. So lesson learned there, right? Just like when you learn your lesson when you schedule a video, but you forget to hit save. Or when you text somebody back and you forget to hit send. Well, I'm like the master of all that. So, yeah. Again, Karen, that's where that's just it. You get frustrated with that. That's not good. But steal other people's stuff that they've worked hard for. Yeah, I believe so, Sandy. I learned, you know, my ways just through mistakes, with what I do. But at the same time, like my YouTube, I don't bug Jeremy too much about any of it. But if I need help or I have a thought, I'll call him up, say, "What do you think about this?" And they'll probably give me advice. Same thing with the storage units, and they say, just like in racing, growing racing. Well, if you want to be a professional, you got to act like a professional. So it's kind of the same thing with that. If you want to be professional like Jeremy is at buying storage units, you got to act like them. How do you act like them? You be around them, you learn from them. That's what you do. Stats with 99 cents super chat. What do you call it? The wind chimes. Appreciate that, Stats. But I forgot what I was talking about. The next town meeting. I'll be there Tuesday, all day. Well, throughout the entire day. Yeah, pretty much. So we getting a lot of footage out there. I'm not sure if I'll stay and go to town meeting. I don't know. We'll see what happens. There's stuff out there that's happened to people out there that I'm not gonna stay either here. But there are reasons for me to be there at a certain point, if those reasons were to come to fruition. But at this point in time, it hasn't been. So I'll just leave it at that. And if it does, it does. If it doesn't, it doesn't. If it does, then you'll obviously be involved with it, and so therefore you'll know. Hayden Deegan is just absolutely killing it, Caleb. Absolutely killing it. The kid is just crushing. I hope he wins the title, honestly. Just because the kid's putting in the work. I seen him at the track. If you watch some of my old videos at the track, when he was there, he come back from dead last and passed everybody. And the kid's just on fire. So it'd be him against Jet Lawrence. I think would be a good race. Yeah, so many YouTubers at comedy. Yeah, again, I don't know if I went to the town meeting, if it pertained to me, that therefore it wouldn't be no need for me to be there, Paul. So, but then again, Jeremy's like, hey, you hanging out? You want to, who knows? Who knows what happens? You never know when you're hanging out with Jeremy what you're going to do. Actually, you kind of have an idea, and then things just kind of turn into more fun. I appreciate that, Kim. Thanks a lot. I don't know what to do. I'm waiting on Joy to come to the door. I'm seeing like she's usually like, oh, about 20 minutes we'll be ready to mop. So meanwhile, I'll just hang out. Yeah, honestly, in my opinion, I really think this is something funny, because again, I watch Jeremy's videos as much as I can. I do miss some here and there, but I think they should unincorporate. I told Joy about that because of the fact of think about the mess that they're trying to still clean up and fix, and there might not. I know Madam Mayor Teresa's in there, working her tail off, and same thing with, well, when Deanna was there, but it might just make more sense just to do that. In my opinion, it kind of would, but at the same time, that's up to them in the city. But I did remember where when Jeremy was playing the phone conversation of the lady, Turtle Lady, about how he's wanting to unincorporate the town to turn it into Tube Town. Obviously, I'm the one who started the whole Tube Town thing. Well, if the town become unincorporated, that couldn't happen because the whole idea was enough YouTubers live there, YouTube to run for town. It all that was the whole just bizarre idea that I had. It was just kind of a fun thought that I had. But if you unincorporate, you can't have the YouTube town because then it'd be to the county. The county would be overseeing the town. So, but at the same time, I hope they do. I hope they get clean water there. Just for town residents. I hope that the town grows as a town, regardless if it stays a town or if it becomes a city. I guess there's a municipality, which is what it would be. Hey, Susan. Or it'd be just a town. If it's unincorporated, it'd be a town. If it's a city, it's a municipality, I think, or incorporated. I'm thinking that's how it works. But yeah, ultimately, that's where I would say that it would probably be best for them to do. And then everybody just kind of, hey, it's out of all their hands. They can all become good friends, good neighbors, and you know, the town can grow together and not be divided. So, but ultimately, there's always going to be, no matter what, there's always going to be this side and that side. So that's just the way it is. It's just a matter of, hey, oh, you do your thing, I'll do my thing. I've had people like that in my business where do the same thing as me, and you know what I mean. I've been the little guy picked on by the big guys, multi-billion-dollar companies. You know, try to put me out of business. You know, multiple times. But you just keep moving forward. You don't let them get you down. But then next thing you get to the point where, hey, you do your thing, I'll do my thing, and we'll be all right. And so that's kind of where my career went. Yeah, it would be. It would be like Fowler's Bluff or Gulf Hammock. It'd be the same thing. The only thing that's going to happen is going to put more pressure on the county. I guess more duties on the county to have to figure out now they have to figure out garbage and whatever. But ultimately, if the county's taking over, then and the water's going through, and the county has part to do with the water, then hopefully the town would get the water. So ultimately, that would be ideal. Because really, I mean, it's honestly, I'd love to live out there just because of how far out. I mean, Trenton is growing so much. Chiefland is growing. Every town is growing, and Otter Creek's going to be growing one day too. But it's going to be a long time before it gets like this. There's going to be a bunch of city, I guess, if you will. And Trenton's a real small town, but just from seeing over years, and like the further out I get, the better I feel. So I want to. I just want to, be away from a lot of people, a lot of craziness. But then I want to be like an Indian tribe. Have your family, your circle of people around you. So you as well, Darlene. You as well. Well, no, not really, Paul, because you couldn't have a bunch of YouTubers on the council seat. But then I don't know if that could be like a conflict of interest too. I don't know. No, my whole idea behind it was the people actually run for the seats, but ultimately you're not looking. You'd be doing it because you'd want to help the town. You wouldn't want to, do it for the. You want to do it to help the town, basically. So, I wish you could be on the board. Well, if I ever own property there, I'll definitely run for a seat if they're still there. But that honestly, the only reason I was asked to run for mayor here by the mayor years ago in Trenton, believe it or not. But that's because I was very heavily involved with the city. There were a lot of things that went on, but the biggest thing with me is I traveled so much that I couldn't. It wouldn't be fair to the town, so that's why I never did. Maybe not at home more. Maybe I should. Excuse me. I don't know what to do. Let us sit here and talk to you. Hi, everybody. Well, actually, I should get off pretty soon. I'm getting hungry, and I know she still hasn't come to the door. She's still in the back of the house, probably. Yep, that's right, Jax. There's always going to be that. You know what? When I grew up I grew up in a lot of different places growing up, but there's this place I lived in is in Union Park in Florida, and down in Orlando, like suburbs of Orlando. But there was this guy right across the street. And I'm still good friends with George, who lived he was my next door neighbor. But and Daniel and David, two twins across the street. Excuse me. The guy, we out be out in the yard playing football or kickball, whatever. He'd be watching out his window, and if the ball went into his yard, he'd run out and grab the ball and run back inside his house. Totally legit. This guy do it every time. Like a weirdo, man, just total weirdo. And then one time, he ended up taking something that belonged to me, and I was the wrong thing to do because then my dad went over there, and my dad is he's a master. He's a master of martial arts. He's been training martial arts all his life, and yeah, he's a dude you don't want to mess with, but he's a legit master. Yeah, we got the ball back, and there was no confrontation, but we got the ball back, and the guy didn't do it after that. I don't believe I remember correctly, but yeah, he's a weird guy. Had a skull pirates. I remember had this like Toyota pickup truck with a topper on it. He had a skull pirate hanging in the back. Some weird stuff. Not that that's weird, but that guy was weird. Taking the kids' balls from their yard. Hope so. All's going well with you, Kathy. I've just been, wow, 120 minutes. All right, let's probably shut it down soon. Just because. But I can't do nothing. Hey, babe. I heard her. Joan is back again. I'm still here. Dun, 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 dun. I think it's kind of a dog. Kind of a dog in a sandbox. What does that mean? Kind of like stuck? It's getting brighter out, so hopefully this will be gone soon. I don't know what the radar says. Hey, babe, can you hear me? I don't know. Check my radar. So the vacuum on. Well, I tell you what, she loves cleaning as much as I love dirt bikes. Awesome, Tracy. I'm glad you are. Yeah, so here's the radar. Okay, 5, 6, 6 o'clock. 6 o'clock, it should be gone. Oh yeah, Carla. Yeah, I'm well, trust me, I consulted Jeremy on the one unit that I was looking at that I talked about in the video, and there's other units that if I have any questions about, but they haven't come up. The only way I think is it works for me is going to be like it's going to have to be like 10 minutes left, and I'm watching. I'm like, okay, this should be a good one. And I'm not shooting for super high dollar units, but I'm shooting for maybe a unit that's super packed that people don't want to have to deal with all the stuff because we have a big giant burn pile at the What the Hell's Ranch. We have a big giant warehouse at the What the Hell Schoolhouse. So maybe I can get fortunate and get into the resale a little bit, and make that extra avenue of revenue. Income revenue. Blah, 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 blah. Anyway, I'm gonna start to get off here because I gotta find out what she's doing. I'm getting hungry, and we said the sun's starting to come out right over there. Gotta go way soon though. Yep, he's still down there. That's the whole point of the chat today, right? I'm not going that far. Yeah, he just hangs out down there. Hey, babe, how much longer? 10 minutes? 5 minutes? 5? All right, sweet. So she says about 5 more minutes. Well, we're going to go ahead and start to wrap this up. I want to say thanks to everybody hanging out in the chat here on the Saturday. Hope you got a smile. Change the world one smile at a time. I do know there are several people in here from other places other than America. So I want everybody, do me a huge favor. It's 110 here. Start saying bye and where you're from. That way we know we did it all the way to the end, changing the world one smile at a time, because you guys like my goofy butt for some reason. And I don't know why, but I love it. And so, and don't forget, because I got my saying at the end, which I'm sure some of you remember now. But all right, Nicole. Yeah, and that's another thing. Try to do Saturday lives. That way it gives a different time frame for other people in other areas. And they can watch it actually live and interact with the chat. So Gail is all the way from Ohio. Tracy Lee, hashtag Team Orange Cat. Big hugs back to you, Rhonda. Hugs to everybody out there. Again, we're going to figure out where everybody's at in the chat right now. Be sure to say something before you leave. Arkansas is in the chat. Michigan. Nope, no, Donna. That's our Tuesday chat. It's not that. Fairbanks, Alaska, Indiana, Utah. Almost got it. Oh, right on, Tim. Appreciate that. England, there's one. There's one over the pond. See ya, Caleb, my man. Text me that picture. Scotland, there's another one. Love you too, Philip. You have a great one, mate. Appreciate you. Virginia. Where we going? We keep it going. You have a great weekend, Ellen. Tell Georgia said what's up. Norfolk, UK. Judy from the Netherlands, all the way from the Netherlands. See, it's worldwide, folks. It's worldwide. that's pretty cool in my opinion. I think that's pretty amazing, like super amazing. So Australia, Sandy in Australia, Isles of Wight, England, Nicola from Georgia, Missouri, Plymouth, UK. So yeah, once again, I'm going to say my sign off slogan, which is going to go. What did retired dad say? This is where I need my Willis Tower emoji. I think JK made that. He made something like that, or maybe Paul did. Man, I'm not good at this stuff. Ontario, Canada, Gold Coast of Florida. Stats, appreciate Stats, Gate Smasher as always. Good friends of what you do in Willis Clan, and appreciate everybody being in the chat, hanging out, and Tim, Philip, Nicola, Jody, everybody who's part of the chat. Oh, Ellen Gibson won what you doing Willis membership. Appreciate that. Love back to Ellen calls, and Rhode Island's in the house, and it looks like Kel G was gifted the membership. You'll get that little red square, and the second month you get the flipping motorcycle, which is going to be pretty cool. That's not backflipping, it's flipping back and forth. You have a great Saturday as well, Donna. And yeah, so remember, does anybody remember what my sign off is? Hey, Laura, we're signing off right now, Laura. I'm waiting. Man. Chat's slow. Give it a second to pop up. It was Ellen, Kel. Ellen Kincaid. Ellen calls is the one who did get to that. That's right, retired dad. Retired dad got it. That is it. Nope, Tracy Lee, that's mine and Julia's Tuesday chats. The way I sign off on my chats here on this Saturday Smiles. Again, I just make stuff up as I go. My videos are just my life. The titles come up right before they get posted. But yeah, the idea is that you all matter to me. So remember, you guys matter to me. Thanks a lot. I love you all. Appreciate you. And we will see you on Sunday's video tomorrow. See you then.